Nadia's beat-up Corolla rattled to a stop in the cracked driveway of the two-bedroom flat in Western Sydney, the kind of place where the rent was cheap and the neighbors minded their own business, mostly. It was pushing 8 p.m, her 12-hour shift at Westmead Hospital had left her shoulders knotted and her scrubs smelling faintly of antiseptic and regret. She killed the engine, grabbed the plastic shopping bag heavy with milk, bread, and the cheap bottle of red she'd promised herself, and stepped out into the muggy evening air. The cicadas were screaming, the streetlights buzzing like they were about to give up. She trudged up the 3 concrete steps, already dreaming of a hot shower and collapsing on the couch. Her key was halfway to the lock when the door flew open and there stood Bev, Tom's mother, barefoot, arms folded so tight her silver bangles dug into the soft flesh above her elbows. Her peroxide blonde hair was scraped back in a vicious ponytail, lips painted the color of old blood. "What the bloody hell are you doing here, ya little tart?" Bev's voice cracked like a whip across the quiet street. Nadia blinked, the words hitting her like a slap. The grocery bag slipped an inch in her sweaty palm. "This is my home, Bev. Mine and Tom's. Move." Bev didn't budge. She leaned one hip against the door frame, blocking the entrance completely, her eyes raking Nadia up and down like she was sizing up something left on the nature strip for hard rubbish. "You're home. Don't make me laugh. After what you did to my boy. You're lucky I don't call the coppers right now and have ya done for trespass." "Done for trespass?" Nadia's laugh came out sharp and brittle. "I pay half the bloody mortgage. I've got the bank statements, the joint account, everything." "Step aside." Bev's mouth twisted. "Tom's changed his mind about a lot of things lately. Especially you. He rang me this arvo, crying like a kid, said he's finally seen the light. You're finished here, love. Pack your shit and piss off before I make this ugly." Nadia felt heat rush up her neck. The old accusations, texts she never sent, nights she was supposedly out with someone else, flashed through her mind again, the same poison Bev had been drip-feeding Tom for months. She took a step forward, voice low. "Let me in, Bev. I'm tired. I just want to go inside my own house." Bev shoved a palm hard against Nadia's chest, pushing her back down one step. "Over my dead body, slag. Tom's fillin' tomorrow. You're out on your ass." The words landed like a punch. Nadia's eyes burned, she swallowed the lump in her throat and gripped the railing so hard her knuckles bleached white. Somewhere down the street a dog barked, and she could feel eyes peering from behind lace curtains. She opened her mouth to argue, to scream, anything, but then she saw Bev's gaze flick past her shoulder, widening in sudden shock. The standoff stretched like a rubber band about to snap. Nadia's grocery bag dangled from her fingers, the plastic cutting into her palm, milk carton sweating against her thigh. Bev hadn't moved an inch. Her bare feet were planted wide on the welcome mat Tom's nan had crocheted years ago, the one with the faded, "Home Sweet Home," now half unraveled. The porch light cast harsh shadows under Bev's eyes, making her look older, meaner. "You deaf or just stupid?" Bev hissed, voice dropping low enough that only Nadia could hear the full venom. "I told ya, Tom's done. He rang me straight after his shift at the depot. Said he's had enough of your lies, your late nights, the way you've been flashing cash around like you're some hotshot nurse with a side hustle." Nadia's stomach lurched. "That's bullshit and you know it. I've never cheated on him. Never. The only one sneaking around here is you, poking your nose into our bank statements, questioning every bloody withdrawal like it's your money." Bev's laugh was short and ugly. "Oh, darlin', it might as well be. Who do ya think raised that boy? Who wiped his ass when he was little and held his hand when his dad walked out? Not you. You're just the mistake he made when he was lonely." She leaned in closer, breath sour with instant coffee and cigarettes. "He showed me the messages, Nadia. The ones you sent to that doctor bloke on night shift. Don't play innocent." The accusation hit like a second shove. Nadia's throat closed. She could feel the heat crawling up her face, tears pricking hot and furious. Those messages were nothing, work chat about roster changes, forwarded memes from the tea room. But Bev had twisted them, screenshot them, fed them to Tom like slow poison. Nadia had begged him to delete the app, to stop letting his mother have access to his phone, but he'd always shrugged it off. "She's just looking out for me, Nads." "Looking out?" Nadia's voice cracked. "She's controlling you, Bev. And now she's trying to steal my home." She took another step up, close enough to smell the cheap floral perfume Bev always wore. "Move, or I swear I'll call the police myself." Bev's hand shot out again, this time grabbing a fistful of Nadia's scrub top and yanking her forward. "You threatened me in my son's house. Big mistake, girl." Her nails dug in through the thin fabric. You've got 5 seconds to turn around and walk away, or I'll make sure every nurse at Westmead knows exactly what kind of homewrecker you are." Nadia's pulse hammered in her ears. The street was dead quiet now except for the low hum of a distant train. She could feel the weight of unseen eyes, Mrs. Patel next door, the young couple across the road who always smoked on their balcony. Her dignity was shredding in front of them all. She opened her mouth to fire back, voice shaking with rage and humiliation, then she saw it. Bev's eyes darting sideways again, widening, the color draining from her cheeks in one sickening rush. Nadia's breath caught as Bev's grip on her scrub top loosened, fingers uncurling like she'd been burned. The older woman's face drained of color so fast it looked like someone had pulled a plug. Her eyes, usually sharp and spiteful, were locked over Nadia's shoulder, pupils blown wide with something close to panic. For the first time in the whole ugly confrontation, Bev looked small. Nadia didn't turn around straight away. She kept her gaze fixed on Bev, watching the shift happen. The way the woman's shoulders hunched, the quick flick of her tongue over dry lips, the sudden tremble in her hands. It was like watching a bully realize the playground monitor had just walked up behind them. A low male voice cut through the humid night air, calm and official. "Evening, ladies. Everything all right here?" Nadia finally glanced back. 2 uniformed officers stood at the bottom of the steps, federal police, not local coppers. The taller one, dark hair cropped short under his cap, held a folded piece of paper in one gloved hand. His partner, a stocky woman with a no-nonsense ponytail, had her hand resting lightly on her belt, near the cuffs. Behind them, an unmarked Commodore idled at the curb, headlights off but engine still ticking. Bev tried to recover, pasting on a thin smile that didn't reach her eyes. "Officers, thank Christ you're here. This woman's trespassing. She's not welcome." "Mrs. Beverly Ann Hargreaves," the tall cop interrupted, voice flat. He unfolded the paper. "We've got a warrant for your arrest. Fraud, theft, unauthorized access to financial accounts. Multiple counts." Bev's mouth opened and closed like a landed fish. "What? No, that's ridiculous. You've got the wrong person." The female officer stepped forward, pulling cuffs from her belt with a metallic click. "We've got bank records, transaction logs, and CCTV stills from the bottle shop on Parramatta Road. You've been using your son's internet banking credentials without permission for the last 18 months. Over 40 grand gone. Gambling deposits, mostly. Sound familiar?" Nadia felt the grocery bag slip from her numb fingers. It hit the concrete with a dull thud, milk carton splitting open in a slow white puddle. She'd installed that hidden camera in the living room 6 months ago after money started vanishing from their joint savings, small amounts at first, then bigger. She'd never confronted Bev directly, just quietly gathered proof and reported it anonymously to the fraud hotline when the withdrawals hit 5 figures. She hadn't expected this, not tonight. Bev's eyes darted to Nadia, wild now. You did this. You set me up, you sneaky little." "Save it for the station," the tall cop said, moving up the steps. He took Bev's arm gently but firmly, turning her around. The cuffs clicked shut behind her back. Nadia stepped aside as they led Bev down the stairs. The older woman twisted once, spitting over her shoulder. "This isn't over, Nadia. Tom'll hear about this. He'll hate you for it." Nadia met her gaze, voice steady for the first time all night. "Tom already knows, Bev. He's the one who gave me the login details to check the statements. He's been waiting for proof too." Bev stumbled on the last step. The female officer steadied her, guiding her towards the car. As the back door opened, Nadia caught the flash of Bev's face, shock, betrayal, fear, and felt a cold, quiet satisfaction settle in her chest. The female officer guided Bev down the cracked concrete path with the same firm grip you'd use on a toddler who'd just thrown a tantrum. Bev's bare feet slapped against the stones, toes curling against the sudden chill of the evening air. She twisted her head back every few steps, peroxide ponytail swinging wildly, eyes locked on Nadia like she could burn holes through her with sheer hatred. "You think this is funny?" Bev shouted, voice cracking on the last word. "You think you've won? My boy'll see right through ya. He'll come crawling back when he realizes what a snake you are." Nadia stayed on the top step, arms wrapped tight around herself, the split milk carton still oozing white across the welcome mat. She didn't shout back. She didn't need to. The cold satisfaction blooming in her chest was louder than any comeback. She watched as the tall cop opened the back door of the Commodore. Bev tried one last lunge, more instinct than fight, but the cuffs and the officer's steady hand stopped her cold. "Get in, Mrs. Hargreaves," the woman said, voice bored. You can explain it all at the station. Bev's shoulders slumped as she ducked into the car. The door slammed shut with a finality that echoed down the quiet street. Nadia caught one last glimpse through the window, Bev's face pressed against the glass, mouth working silently, tears streaking the cheap mascara she always wore too thick. Then the car pulled away, red tail lights shrinking until they vanished around the corner onto the main road. Silence settled over the driveway like dust after a truck passes. The cicadas picked up again, indifferent. Nadia bent slowly, picked up the ruined grocery bag, milk dripping from her fingers. She stepped over the puddle and pushed the front door open with her hip. The flat smelled like it always did, Tom's work boots by the couch, faint curry from last night's dinner, the lemon air freshener Bev insisted on buying even though no one asked. But tonight it felt different. Hers. Properly hers. She flicked on the kitchen light, set the bag on the bench, and pulled her phone from her pocket. One new message from Tom. Just heard from the cops. They got her. You okay, love? Nadia's thumb hovered over the screen. Tears finally spilled. Hot, angry, relieved. She typed back. Yeah. Doors open. Come home when you're ready. She hit send, then walked to the living room. The hidden camera sat innocently on the bookshelf, lens dark now. She reached up, unplugged it, and dropped it into the bin under the sink. No more watching. No more evidence. No more Bev. Nadia kicked off her shoes, poured what was left of the red into a chipped mug, and sank onto the couch. For the first time in months, the flat felt quiet. Peaceful. Hers. Outside, a dog barked once, then everything went still. Justice didn't always come loud. Sometimes it just drove away in the back of an unmarked car, cuffs clicking, leaving the front door wide open behind it.